Podkarpackie region is perceived as this kind of aviation valley, all the work there. So when we talk about your region and your voivodeship, I think often maybe it's a misconception, but maybe just the view is that it's more focused on tourism and not that much of industry. But today we talk business, today we talk money. So I would like you to talk a little bit about your region in terms of the investment potential, economic potential, business potential. How do you see it?
Yes, I was in Brussels, I guess it was more than 10 years ago, during the World Campaign New Seven Wonders with our region Mazury Cud Natury. Probably you remember this campaign. And when people think about the region, about Warmian-Masurian, they usually picture the beautiful forests, lakes and place for holidays. And rightly so. It's one of the most beautiful regions in not only in Poland, but also in Europe. But I'd like to change the direction of the discussion a little bit for a moment in another direction. More than 500 years ago, this was also a place where Nicolaus Copernicus spent most of his life, more than 30 years in our region. And most people know him as an astronomer who changed our understanding of the universe with his heliocentric theory. Yet Copernicus was far more than an astronomer. He was also diplomat, economist, physician, cartographer, administrator, translator, linguistic, a truly versatile mind. And in many ways, Warmian-Masurian are just like Copernicus. So I would like you to remember that Warmian-Masurian, Nicolaus Copernicus. Good association. So we have 1,000 lakes, we have forests, we have great places for vacation, but this region where new economies grows, where new companies develop, industry company grow, when new products are invited and exported across Europe and beyond. And located in the northeastern part of Poland, Warmian-Masurian sits at the strategic point between Baltic Sea and the eastern border of EU. And from here we observe not the stars, as Copernicus once did, but we observe markets, we observe technologies, new opportunities, and just as Copernicus changed the way of people saw the universe, we would like also to change the way people think about Europe's eastern frontier, because the eastern frontier is not the edge of the map, it's the beginning of the map. For innovation, for cooperation, for new economic opportunities. So we are, of course, a place for tourism, but also a place for new businesses located at a very strategic point on the map.
Yes, I think it's a great point. So what do you actually do to, convince companies and other investors to show this business potential of the region? Can you give us a couple of examples? And I really think that the location that you mentioned is a key point here, right? So when you take a look at the whole map of the European Union, I think that your location is very particular, also taking into account, what's happening across the border from us on the eastern border of the European Union in Ukraine, for example.
What we do to attract our potential investors. As I said, we are perceived as a place for tourism, but also we'll look at our neighbors. Now, this year we have 14th or even 15th edition of the event called Open to Scandinavia. Open to Scandinavia and Nordic countries. It's an event held every year. As I said, it will be probably the 15th time. And we invite companies from the States to our region. We present some, of course, differences between doing business in our region and in Scandinavia. And then after this conference, we have B2B meetings with our entrepreneurs. And every year, we have more than 50 entrepreneurs. They discuss about future cooperation. What's important, these are not blind dates. These talks are prepared. We prepare matchmaking for these events. And even if at the very beginning of the war in Ukraine, we have some questions concerning the security in the region, but we are perceived as a very stable, as a very safe part of Poland as a part of Europe. So after perhaps more than 3 questions, that's all. We do not have any problems to invite investments from Nordic and Scandinavian countries. We also have the very similar event with German-speaking countries. And we've been developing very dynamically cooperation with South Korea. Now we are going to open to France companies. So we're trying to show that we are very, very open to foreign investors and also, of course, on our domestic investors. We have 2 main directions of promotion. The first one, of course, visit our region, spend 2, 3, 4 weeks, as long as you wish, because we have beautiful nature, beautiful landscapes. And another way of promotion, we invite you to open your business here, because we offer something very highly valued by the investors or professionals. We have great conditions for living, good nature, without traffic jams, only to invest, only to work and to live in Warmian-Masurian.
Perfect. And I will actually touch upon what you just mentioned, the traffic jams. You said that there are no traffic jams, and I think the region has many benefits, pros, these positive features, but I'm sure there are also the challenges that investors, for example, are, again, maybe it's a misconception that they may address because of where the region is located. I don't know, difficulties in access to investment, maybe talent outflow, right, that people are leaving the region, maybe actually no traffic jams, but also a little bit transport accessibility can be a challenge. So I would like to ask you whether those are the real threats, the real challenge, and if those are the real challenges, how you and how the region aims to address those challenges.
Yes, weaker connectivity. It was history. In terms of Warmian-Masurian, yes, we were somehow excluded from the international European network of transport, of roads, of railways, but it's history. European funds have played a crucial role in changing the situation. Now it's, we are located, or in other words, we were located in the middle of the way between Warsaw and Gdańsk. It took even 3 hours to get from Olsztyn, capital of the region, to get 3 hours from Olsztyn to Gdańsk, and even 4 hours to Warsaw, to Warsaw. Now it takes only 2 hours by car. Last year, during our huge conference in Mikołajki, we invited experts from Gdańsk, expert from Scandinavian markets. And this woman was surprised that only 3 hours takes to get from Gdańsk to Mikołajki. She was prepared for 5 hours of journey. And when she called home, her family was surprised and even, what's going on? What's going on? Why are you calling us? I'm in Mikołajki. Now? Okay. So, of course, weaker connective is as a history. The presence, the real challenge for our region, for our not only for our region, but generally for Poland, is outflow of young talents. That's a problem. My sons, they live in Katowice, in Poznań. Perhaps younger one will be back in Olsztyn again, but only maybe. So what's the solution of such a problem? To be open to Scandinavia, to open to German countries, to open to investors, to open to competitiveness. If we have good companies in Olsztyn, in our region, and if these companies are able to pay good salary for this young generation, not only salary, but also good environment for development, for personal development, this outflow will be stopped. There is no other solution for this problem. Strong economy in the region, strong economy in the cities of Warmian-Masury is the only way to stop this outflow. And of course, this is a challenge, but also this is a kind of, attraction for our investors. Please start investing in our region. You will find young people eager to work for good companies. If you are able to create good conditions for this young generation, for sure we'll have very good staff, very well educated persons.
That actually leads to my last question, Piotr, for you. And you said that the regional economy is important to show it, to build it, and how to ensure what can be done to what regions, like your region, what you or regions can do to, improve, strength, and boost this competitiveness and the economy of regions, countries, and the European Union. Is there a method to do it?
If I sit in my dark room, if I don't have any relations, any ties with other persons, other societies, other organizations, you will never learn the world, and the world will never learn about you. So leave this dark room, go to persons, meet companies, meet investors, be open to other partners, and then you will benefit from such approach. Be open. Be open.
Yes, I think that today our discussion is a perfect example of this, leaving the dark room, because one thing we can say, there is no darkness here. It's quite a lot of sun and light. So
yeah.
And we are in Brussels talking about your region. Thank you very much.
If you would like to learn more about our region, please scan QR code. It will be available all the time with me. And
thank you very much, Piotr, and definitely a very interesting discussion. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.